So I have arranged the whole song, including these breakdowns. In this first one, the guitar plays by itself. In the second breakdown here, everything still plays, but they're going through effects. So that's kind of what we're going to walk through how to do, is how to kind of thin out the sound of these different parts. I'm going to get demonetized here. I don't make any money. So let's listen to, just focus on the guitar part and what it sounds like when it breaks down.
Get the bus, and if I ain't enough, go get the chop. It's safe to say
All right, so it kind of thins out. Same here, except this time you're going to hear that the 808 and the drums stay in.
in the lake front of her before the age of 2, and I kill it in the lemon too. So I let another nigga do something to you.
Okay, so how are we going to do that? And there's actually a bunch of different ways we could. I'm going to take a slightly more cumbersome but also easier way of doing it. So for every track, actually this should be called drums. For every track that we have right now, we're going to make a corresponding track that we're going to add the word or the name effects to. So this is a stereo track, so I'm highlighting it so that the next track comes right after it. And I'm going to make a stereo instrument track that I'm going to call drums effects. And I'm going to do the same thing, except now I'm going to make a mono track for my guitar. Mono instrument is going to be guitar effects. And then I'm going to make another one, mono instrument track for my 808 effects. All right, so here we go. I'm going to click Option on my keyboard and click and drag this battery down to this other track, and it didn't work. Option, click, drag, and it duplicates it. Okay, so same exact drum instrument, including the patch that's loaded into it. From there, I'm going to keep doing this and just copy my guitar or my contact for my guitar. So that's Option, click, and drag. Option, click, drag for my 808. So the problem is here is that contact is super CPU intensive, and it could crash the project at any time. Okay, so now I'm going to take my guitar part that happens in this section here, and I'm literally going to just take, using my grabber tool and then holding shift down and clicking on that clip again, I'm going to drag these down so that they are in the same time, but they're on a different track. At this point, they're going to sound exactly the same. But we have this very simple section, and we're going to add an effect. So underneath the word contact, underneath the instrument contact, so essentially in insert B, we're going to click and go plugin, EQ, and we're going to choose the air kill EQ. This is a filtering effect. So what you can do is essentially, right now, nothing's happening. But you can like kill all the lows or the mids or everything, which is just becoming silent. All right, so that actually sounds decent, but I want it to be a little bit. Okay, I think that's a little bit better because it's a little stronger. So what I've done is I only killed the lows, but I also brought down the mids by 46 dB, and I brought up the highs by 8 decibels, 8 dB. All right. So let's hear how that sounds. And basically, we're going to do a similar thing. So when we get to this next breakdown right here, where we can hear the guitar is affected. So I'm just bringing this down to my effect track. I'm also going to bring down, let me just make sure.
And I kill it in the lemon too. And I kill it in the lemon.
I'm going to go ahead and bring down these drums. And here I'm going to copy. So Option, click on Airkill EQ and bring it up to my drum track. So that's now affected. Ooh, that one's too bright though. So we're going to come in here and we're going to make some adjustments. We don't want that high frequency. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing and bring our 808s down to the effect sound. And let's see what this one sounds like. Again, Option, click and drag. We can make. I'm going to bring some of the mids back because I want to hear a little bit of the 808. So the idea with EQ is that, you know, if you've ever been in your car and you're turning the bass and treble of your stereo, you know, the low end is the bass, the high end is the treble. And this is broken up into 3 sections, lows, mids, and highs. And you can just turn off all the lows, and you can turn off all the mids or turn off all the highs and kind of get a thinned out sound. So this is kind of how we're going to approach doing the effect. All right, and we'll just keep going and doing this in all of the sections where that happens.
Keep a Glockin'.
This one's just guitar again, so we just bring that down. Okay, I don't have the whole song arranged, but it's pretty easy to do. Okay, so again, we've made corresponding tracks with effects so that the duplicate of our instrument is affected and it sounds thinner. All right, and that's how we're going to do that.